Okay.
All yours.
Welcome to Laval's Subterranean pre-show for Hamlet. Tonight's featured performer is Jim Carter. And Jim, would you like to come up here? Let's have Andrew.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce my mascot, Larry the Lobster. He's here for good luck. It's the year of the lobster. I sort of going to try a new a new approach here to your folk singing set, in that it's going to be totally random and therefore more spontaneous and alive. So I have songs which I typically do here. I'm just going to spin the wheel, whatever comes up, if I like it. And I'll try and do. I've got happy songs, sad songs, literate, illiterate, and whatever.
Except that it's weighted.
I sort of wanted to avoid that one. Let's see. Many a mile. Yes. I sort of have the right to choose among the three closest ones. This is a song by Patrick Skye. I damn near walked this world around. Another city, another town, another friend to say goodbye, another girl to sit and cry. And it's many a mile I've been on this road, many a mile I've gone, and it's many a mile I've spent on this road, many a mile I will go. I've seen your towns, they're all the same. The only difference is in the name. The only home I ever know is a suitcase and the open road. And it's many a mile I've spent on this road, many a mile I've gone, and it's many a mile I've spent on this road, many a mile I will go. So I fill my glass up to the brim. Through my glass my world looks dim, but I know outside there's light somewhere. Maybe my rambling will get me there. And it's many a mile I've spent on this road, many a mile I've gone, and it's many a mile I've spent on this road, many a mile I will go, many a mile I will go. Thank you. We'll carry on as people kind of wander in. Just came in. My name is Jim Carter, and I'm your pre-show entertainment. And we're doing a random selection of songs here. This is a kind of a serious song. It's written by the brother of a friend of mine. His name is Joe. His name is Arlo Guthrie. My friend's name is Jody Guthrie. This is the story of a South American folk musician who ran into the junta. His name was Victor Jara. He was very famous in South America. Victor Jara of Chile lived like a shooting star, and he fought for the people of Chile with his songs and his guitar. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor Jara was a peasant who worked from a few years old, sat upon his father's plow, watched the world unfold. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Now when the neighbors had a wedding, one of their children died, his mother sang all night for them, Victor by her side. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. He grew up to be a fighter against the people's wrongs. He listened to their grief and joys, turned them into songs. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. He sang about the copper miners and those who worked the land, and he sang about the factory workers, and they knew he was their man. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. He went to work for Allende, working night and day. He sang, take a hold of your brother's hand, the future begins today. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. And then the general seized Chile. They arrested Victor then. They caged him in the stadium with 5,000 frightened men. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor stood up in the stadium, and his voice was brave and strong. He sang for his fellow prisoners until the guards cut short his song. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. They broke the bones in both his hands, they beat him on the head, and then they tortured him with electric shocks, and they shot him dead. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor Jara of Chile lived like a shooting star, fought for the people of Chile with his songs and his guitar. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. We got something a little livelier now. You know, it's starting to come a little bit better part of the year now, but the last few months has kind of been really not too good for me because it's hard to get fresh vegetables, the kind of like homegrown tomatoes. And there's nothing in this world I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. I'm in the morning, I'm out in the garden. Hey, get you a ripe one, don't get a hard one. Plant them in the spring, eat them in the summer. All winter without them is a culinary bummer. I forget all about sweating and the digging every time I go out and get me a big one. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? There's only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. That's the chorus. You can go that's for sure. Nothing a homegrown tomato won't cure. Put 'em in a salad, you put 'em in a stew. You can make your very own tomato juice. Eat 'em with eggs, eat 'em with gravy, eat 'em with beans, pinto or navy. Put 'em on the side or put 'em in the middle. Put a homegrown tomato on a hot cake griddle. Homegrown tomato, homegrown tomato. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? There's only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Well, if I was to change this life I lead, I'd be Johnny Tomato Seed. 'Cause I know what this country needs, and that's homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see. When I die, don't bury me in a box in a cemetery. Out in the garden would be much better. Why, I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? There's only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? There's only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Thank you, tomato lovers everywhere. Okay. This is an establishment that serves beer. This is a song that's kind of anti-drinking. It just happened to be there and it came out, so I'm obliged to do it. And this is called The Baptism of Jesse Taylor. And, maybe when a few more people filter in, we'll do some sing-alongs. Who knows? Try it. That might get a little high. I'll try it. Well, we baptized Jesse Taylor in Cedar Creek last Sunday. Satan lost his soul and Jesus gained a good right arm. We all sang hallelujah when Jesse's head went under, 'cause this time he went under for the Lord. It ain't Sunday yet, but among the local taverns there'll be a slacking business. Jesse's drinking came before the groceries and the rent. And among the local ladies there'll be a slacking cheating. Jesse won't be stepping out again. 'Cause we baptized Jesse Taylor in Cedar Creek last Sunday. Satan lost his soul and Jesus gained a good right arm. We all sang hallelujah when Jesse's head went under, 'cause this time he went under for the Lord. If the spirit moves you, you can join in. Well, the falls on Jesse's medal need no longer be reflected. The county court holds records telling all there is to tell. And the pockets of the gamblers will be missing Jesse's money, and the black eye of the law will soon be well. 'Cause we baptized Jesse Taylor in Cedar Creek last Sunday. Satan lost his soul and Jesus gained a good right arm. We all sang hallelujah when Jesse's head went under, 'cause this time he went under for the Lord. And now Nancy Taylor can proudly speak with neighbors and tell them all how Jesse's taken up with little Jim. Now Jimmy's got daddy and Jesse's got a family, and Franklin County's got a lot more man. 'Cause we baptized Jesse Taylor in Cedar Creek last Sunday. Satan lost his soul, Jesus gained a good right arm. Yeah, we all sang hallelujah when Jesse's head went under, 'cause this time he went under around to some sing-along. It happens to come up. It's a real easy part here. Oh, it was close. I think this is weighted wrong. It keeps coming to the same stuff. Oh, I see. Okay, this is a song by my favorite English composer, songwriter, Benny Hill. And it's kind of a love song with a touch of bitterness to it, and it also involves food. And it's called Broken Hearted Lover's Stew. And this is the chorus. And there's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover's stew. There'll be 9 carrots to remind me of the ring I bought for you, some mint for all the crazy things we meant to do, lettuce 'cause your mom and dad would not let us alone. I won't put in the truffles, you've got truffles of your own. An arty joke for the hearty jokes your father used to tell. And as he was a Welshman, we'll have a leek as well. And your cousin, the religious one, so sanctimonious, for him some loaves and fishes, 'cause that's all he ever does. And there's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover's stew. There'll be a radish 'cause you kept repeating that your love was true. A beetroot for the way that I said I'd be true to you. Some shallots for the times I said I love you such a lot. A capers to remind me of what up to which we got. A turnip for the times you always used to turn up late. A melon for the melancholy way I used to wait. And a chili for how I felt when I waited for you. And a marrow to remind me of what I was frozen to. And there's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover's stew. There'll be some turkey to remind me of the man you left for me. An egg because you used to egg me on incessantly. And your little baby brother, what a messy little kid. For him some wine and water, 'cause that's all he ever did. Oh, I was fond of olives and you liked herbs, I know. I gave up seeing Olive, but Herb didn't want to go. So for the man who won you, there's one thing I must do. Put in some sage and onions, 'cause he wants stuffing too. And there's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover's stew. Yes, there's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover's stew. You never know what's going to come up. I got all kinds of songs. Ah, okay. Yes. It went that far. There, went that far. If you just came in, my name is Jim Carter. I play here occasionally. This song is called Mary Ellen Carter, and I had to learn it because it had Carter in the title. But it's a very inspiring song. It's by the Canadian songwriter Stan Rogers. Late, great Stan Rogers. And this one has a chorus too. Actually has 2 choruses. And I can I can show you the choruses. Just happen to have them here.
No, I mean, I was avoiding that. I was running the lights.
See, I come prepared. First chorus goes, rise again, that her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. That her name not be lost to knowledge. Those who loved her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. That's the first chorus, and you do that until the very end, last verse, and then there's another chorus. I don't expect you to remember this, so don't worry. And part of this is missing anyway. Rise again, though your heart it be broken or life about to end. Those who, no matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, just like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again. Well, she went down last October in the pouring, driving rain. The skipper, he'd been drinking, and the mate, he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock, and she was dealt her mortal blow, and the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There was just us 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. We worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost. And the groan she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. Rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, the owners wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, before her story end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. And they laughed at us and said we had to go. But we talked to her all winter, some days around the clock. She's worth $250,000 of floating at the dock. And with every jar that hit the bar, we swore we would remain. Make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge landed by a friend. 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit, and twice I've had the bends. Thank God she's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. But we patched her rents, stopped her vents, docked hatch and porthole down, tied cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we hit the air and then take up the strain and watch the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. Those who loved her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble into scale. She'd saved our lives too many times, living through the gale, and those laughing drunken rats who left her to her sordid grave, they won't be laughing in another day. And you, to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken or life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, just like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken or life about to end, no matter what you lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, just like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again.
That's kind of cheating, isn't it?
Cheating.
There we go. Very good. This is kind of a semi-literate song. I figure this is kind of a literate crowd. I came to see Shakespeare. This is the Ballad of Erica Levine. Kind of takes you through her life cycle up to the age of 30 plus. When Erica Levine was 7½, up to her door came James Metcalf, and he said, will you marry me, Erica Levine? And Erica Levine said, what do you mean? Well, my father and my mother says a fellow ought to marry. My father says his brother, who is my Uncle Larry, never married, and he says Uncle Larry is a dope. So will you marry me, says Erica, nope. My piano teacher's smart and she didn't have to marry. Your father may be right about your Uncle Larry, but not being married isn't what made him a dope. Don't ask me again, 'cause my answer is nope. When Erica Levine was 17, she went to the prom with Joe Bernstein, and they danced by the light of the sparkling bobby sock, for the theme of the prom was the history of rock. And after the dance, Joe kissed her at the door, and he said, do you know what that kiss was for? He said, no, I don't think, but you kissed just fine. And he said, it means that you are mine. And she said, no, I'm not, and she rushed inside. And on the way home, Joe Bernstein cried. And she cried too, and wrote a letter to Miss, saying, this much I know, I'm mine, not his. When Erica Levine was 23, her lover said, Erica, marry me. This relationship is answering a basic need. I'd like to have it legally guaranteed. For without your precious love, I'd surely die. So why not let's get married, said Erica. Why? Basic needs at your age should be met by you. I'm your lover, not your mother. Let's be careful what we do. For if ever I will marry, it will be to grow, not for protection or possession or tradition, no. I love you, but your needs are a very different issue. And he cried, and Erica handed him a tissue. I told you it was illiterate. When Erica was 30, she was talking with Lou, deciding and discussing what they wanted to do. When we get married, shall we move into your place or mine? Yours is rent control, mine's on the park line. Well, they argued and they talked and they finally didn't care. They got an apartment near Walnut Square, and their wedding was a quiet one. They wanted it that way. They thought a lot about the things that they would choose to say. I will live with you and love you, but I'll never call you mine. The judge pronounced them married, and everyone had wine. And a happy ever after life is not the kind they got, though they tended to be happy more often than not.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Just come in. My name is Jim Carter, and I'm a pre-show entertainment. Shakespeare will be along in a while. Oh, I saw it. Okay. You want honest, huh? It's kind of not weighted right. Add some little cams, you know, like get some wheel balancing here. See, I already done that. It's fine.
Killing the Dylan.
Killing the Dylan. Ah, right. Good eyes. The musical part of the play is going to be done by a man named Chuck Brodsky, who's also a very fine songwriter. But this is one of his songs also. No, I didn't mean this. Anyway, it's you sort of get really influenced by a particular singer, and the whole generation has been influenced by Bob Dylan. And maybe his time is just kind of slowly drifting away. This song kind of comments on it. Called Killing the Dylan in Me. Mama, take this heart from me, I don't need it anymore. Mama, take this guitar from me, I'm gonna stop strumming these chords. Oh, children, I think I finally see I'm a killing the Dylan in me. Ain't gonna sing about no troubles, ain't gonna sing about no pain. Ain't gonna sing about no politics, ain't gonna sing a word like ain't. Ah, chillin', grammar is the key. I'm a killin' the Dylan in me. Take it, Jim. Gonna get me a computer, gonna get me a drum machine. Gonna have my backup band on my computer screen. Ah, chillin', just my computer and me. I'm a killin' the Dylan in me. I think I'll go back into agriculture. You know, I sure do miss those crops. Look up my old friend Maggie, she promised me a job. Ah, chillin', carrots and peas. I'm a killin' the Dylan in me. Gonna get me a modern hairdo, get some entertainer's clothes. Gonna have that operation, take the voice out of my nose. Ah, chillin', he don't sound like me. I'm a killin' the Dylan in me. I'm gonna change my name to Herbert Finkelsteinowitz. I'm gonna stop being so sarcastic. I'm gonna write nothing but hits. Ah, chillin', it's gotta be me. That's why I'm killing the Dylan in me. got my folks here, we can try a very mini sing-along. This is really not difficult. My part goes like this. Oh, life is hard, but life is hardest
when you're dumb.
That's right. Your part is when you're dumb. It's 3 simple words, when you're dumb. I want everybody to participate, even if you got a mouthful of pizza, because it's keeping the spirit of the song. Oh, life is hard, but life is hardest when you're dumb. No joie de vivre, just endless hours of tedium. With a negative IQ, you'll be lonely, sad and blue. Life is hard, but life is hardest when you're dumb. You got that? Again. Oh, life is hard, but life is hardest when you're dumb. You wait for years, but inspiration never comes. The thoughts you do have remain unheard, 'cause you cannot find the words. Life is hard, but life is hardest when you're down. Yes, life is hard, but life is hardest here. Try again. Life is hard, but life is hardest. Much better. Why not just lay back and smoke a bowl of opium? If being stupid is your fate, and just relax, 'cause it's too late. Life is hard, but life is hardest when you're down. Yes, life is hard, but life is hardest when you're down. When you get lost, each time you try to sing this song, I thought there was another verse, but now I'm not too sure. Yes, life is hard, but life is hardest when you're down. Got the date. Oh, life is hard, life is hardest when you're down. Between your ears, a dark and silent vacuum. If there's a void behind your face, why not rent out the extra space? Life is hard, but life is hardest when you're down. Yes, life is hard, but life is hardest when you're down. Thank you, very good. Very good. You're all hired for my next album. I don't know when that'll be. Let's see. Any requests? I know.
You didn't give us a chance.
Oh, okay. You have to.
Oh,
I mean, the tape is rolling.
I was thinking of Kodachrome.
Kodachrome, good idea. You know, sometimes you have to kind of update songs a little bit. So. When I think back on all the crack I did in high school, it's a wonder I can think at all. And though my lack of education hasn't hurt me none, I can read the writing on the wall. Kodachrome gives us those nice bright colors, gives us the greens of summers, make you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera, I love to take a photograph. Please mama, don't take Kodachrome away. If you took all the girls I knew when I was single, put them all together for one night, you know that they'd never match my sweet imagination. And everything looks worse in black and white. Kodachrome gives us those nice bright colors, gives us the greens of summers, make you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera, I love to take a photograph. Please mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Kodachrome gives us those nice bright colors, gives us the greens of summers, make you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera, love to take a photograph. Please mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome, mama, don't take my Kodachrome, mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome, mama, don't take my Kodachrome, mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. This is kind of a nice song, just happened to stop there. This has got an easy chorus if you feel like it. You know, I think we're sort of getting a little mood going here. And you've probably heard it, but maybe not in an awful long time. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. I saw Jesus on the cross, on a hill called Calvary. I said, you hate mankind for what they've done to you. He said, talk about love, not hate. There's things to do and it's getting late. We're all brothers and we're only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. I'm glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. And I shivered with George Washington one cold night out in Valley Forge. I said, George, how come your soldiers fight so the way they do? He said, man will suffer and fight. Some will even die for what they think is right, even though they know they're only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. So if you see me passing you by, and you stop then and wonder why, you think you'd like to do some touring too. Well, grab your suitcase, stick out your thumb, thank your folks for all they've done. You got a whole life of adventure ahead to be passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. I'm glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. I'm glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing. Tell the people that you saw me passing. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. What do we got left here?
What about Punch on Lefty?
Punch on Lefty, good choice.
Yay.
Lead by Cowboy has it that one.
Oh, yeah.
Lead by Cowboy. I don't know how we're doing on time. I guess we've got time for a few more. Maybe I can get fixed on my time here. I like to do a kind of an autobiographical song. I was born in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. When you're growing up on the prairies, there's a few rules you have to know about survival. This song kind of touches on some of them. It has a chorus you can pick out if you will. Well, I was raised up on prairies where I suffered winter's chill. I was 8 1/2 or 9 before I ever saw a hill. But now I live upon a mountainside in this earthquake-stricken clime. Often thinking back on this advice from another time. Do not eat yellow snow. Don't put your tongue on a metal rail when it's 25 below. Don't take candy from a stranger. Don't sit in the draft and don't ever eat yellow snow. Now flatlanders, you understand, they are a special breed. You put them up on roller skates, their noses start to bleed. We played hockey in the winter, we played hooky in the spring. Before the crocuses would come out, we would sing. Do not eat yellow snow, yellow snow. Don't put your tongue on a flagpole when it's 25 below. If a stranger offers you a ride, for goodness sakes don't go. Do not eat yellow snow. Well, I remember when consumer goods came door to door by a horse. The milk would freeze in the bottles and pop the paper caps, of course. There was the Eggman and the Iceman and the man who brought the bread. And I remember what my dear sweet mama said. Son, do not eat yellow snow. Be careful when you cross the street, look both ways before you go. Don't shoot arrows at your daddy, he will break your little bow. Eat your vegetables, but don't eat yellow snow. And there would always be a snowman with a carrot for a nose. An old jam cans filled with concrete, or two for curling stones. We made angels in the snowdrifts as the northern lights would glow. Oh, we tried to write our names as we made yellow snow. Never eat yellow snow. Put your tongue on a flagpole when it's 25 below. And never hitch your toboggan to an unsuspecting bumper for the toe. Don't eat yellow snow. Défense de manger, let me show. Ne place pas pour le long sur un pimentel, tout le fois qu'il y a le moins zéro. Except le pain bonbon à un armatron, simplement j'avais voté non. Jamais dit merde, jamais mangé la nation. Happy Fingers, one of my favorites. 2 more songs, okay.
Have you done the one about Lauren Green yet?
Lauren Green. Yes, actually, I've been feeling real sad about Lauren Green. I mean, it's been about 1 year and 6 months now since he's passed away. During that same week, Lee Marvin died and John Huston, all in the same week. What a bummer. But the worst of all, of course, was Lauren Green. So I was moved to write this tribute to Lauren Green. I used to ride the Ponderosa, where I'll ride now goodness knows. Saddle up beside Lee Marvin, with or without his tin nose. Toast the sunset with John Huston, hover over Key Largo. I've been all around this world. Used to be Ben Cartwright, I was the voice of Canada. I couldn't find no bonanza in the Battlestar Galactica. I had the longest sideburns that the world has ever saw. They stretched all around this world. The song kind of clears up some of the mysteries of his life too. Well, I looked at Adam's hairline and the bulging line of Haas's jaw. Then I studied my own features. Well, little Joe was the last straw. Every son was clearly different, which is why I shot their mom all around this world. Well, I should have been suspicious that I would not long survive. When the nurse called for the doctor and I saw Trapper John arrive, and I would have been as old as Reagan if only he were still alive. All around this world. This is serious. I sold a lot of Alpo, even more than Ed McMahon. Yes, I moved a lot of Haas meat. Now I'll meet Haas in the promised land. I was 72 on my last birthday. In dog years, that's 510 or so. And I've been all around this world. Getting near Shakespeare time, and I'd like to leave you with one more song. This is kind of a songwriter's song, and oh, by the way, if you came in late, this is Larry, my mentor and master, Larry the Lobster, and this is called Happy Fingers. I sing a song for you? Will you stay to hear it through? It won't take too very long. It's a somewhat simple song. It was made one sunny day. Things just seemed to go my way. My fingers got happy, toe tapped along, and I found myself singing this song. It doesn't have a storyline, doesn't even rhyme too good, doesn't have a lot to say, but I wrote it anyway. Half in sunshine, half in shade. That is where the song was made. My fingers got happy, tickled the strings, and the song started flapping its wings. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee, audience. Dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee, da-da-da-da. Kind of jazz. Thinking back to one night stands, telling jokes between the bands. Halfway through my monologue, fighting started, angry mob. Fists were flying, glasses thrown, punchline delivering other than my own. You know, if I had had happy fingers, I'd have calmed down and soothed their savage breasts with this sound. Dee-dee-dee, kind of calming. Dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee, da-da-bum-ba-da-ba-da-da. Well, now my song is nearly done. Time flies when you're having fun. Got some more, some slow, some fast. Save the best ones for the last. Thanks for hearing this one through. I'd have done the same for you. You know, if you got happy fingers and they work as a team, you don't have to be Julian Bream. You get happy fingers and they work as a team, you don't have to be Julian Bream. Thank you very much. Well played.
Thank you, Jim. Let's have another hand for Jim Carter here. We're going to have about a 5-minute set change, and then we'll be starting the play Hamlet. I should like everyone in the audience to know that the play runs 3 hours long, and there is a 15-minute intermission approximately halfway through the play. Thank you.